Hey guys, what's going on? It is Chris here. Today we are looking ahead to DraftKings, our two gamer for NBA for October 7th. If you guys do enjoy the video, leave a like. I appreciate it. And also hit that subscribe button as well. Like I said, we're trying to get to 5,100 subs. We're not too far away. We're only 10 away. So if you guys can hit that sub button, help us out. Get to that. Definitely appreciate it. Definitely a little milestone. But yeah, anyway, hopefully you guys been doing pretty good on the NBA. We've been doing very, very solid. Last night was an unfortunate loss for us. Wells. He just didn't get it together, unfortunately, for Memphis. I thought he would definitely get it together. He had, high usage rate, but just didn't get it together. But overall, we are still 3 for 4. Like I said, we'd love for you guys to come join us. It was our first, slight downer last night, but still 3 for 4 on the preseason. We will take that all day, and we're back at it today with the two gamer. So if you guys want to come join us, $5 for day pass, less than a cup of coffee. We're gonna do $15 now for the rest of the preseason since we're a little bit through it. So $15 now for the rest of the preseason, which is really really cheap. Um, to get in on premium, check us out with our Twitter. Sorry, we'll have that in the comment section below. Click that link, and it will take you right to Twitter. Right to our Twitter. Give us a follow while you guys are there. And here's our Twitter right here as well. Once you're there, follow us, message us. We'll get you guys all set up. If you do not have Twitter, we do have our email. Will be in the comment section below as well. You can message us. We'll get you guys set up on premium, and we can get you on today's slate. So $5 for the day or $15 for the rest of the NBA preseason. All right, so let's go get into it. We have Chicago and Cleveland in this one. Let's go look at the Chicago side. So we do have Kobe White as questionable. I do not expect him to play in this one. He's still kind of recovering a little bit from some. Let me see what it was real quick for you guys. Yeah, Cat remained sidelined for Monday's practice, so don't expect him to play here. I'm really intrigued to see where they go with the starting lineup because obviously Giddy's going to be in there, but I do like a little bit of Trey Jones if Kobe White is out. Desomnu's probably going to start, but I don't know. It just makes me kind of like Trey Jones coming off the bench a little bit, and especially in DraftKings where he's 3,600. On Fanduel, you don't need him because everybody's price is about the same. So on Fanduel, you just want to stack all the main guys that are going to play 18 to 20 minutes. But over on here on DK, they actually have salaries, so it's kind of nice. And then over at the power forward position, we have Patrick Williams and Bazulius. So I'm also intrigued to see who starts. As you see here on today's slate, Bazulius is 6,500, so not too cheap compared to Patrick Williams at 3,900. And you got to remember, Cleveland's not really the great. I mean, it is a pretty good defense. They're probably going to play their starters about 16, 18 minutes. Cleveland is. And speaking of starters, let's go look and see how the Bulls did last preseason game one. Some of their veterans played a little bit less, but still, Vuk still played 20 minutes. Some of the younger kids, Kobe White, Josh Giddey, Bazulius, Julian Phillips, these guys played in low 20s, upper 20s. So that's why I am so intrigued by Mr. Jones. If he comes off the bench and gets you 20 to 24 minutes, I mean, this guy can ball. He definitely can. And if Kobe White's not there, there's not really many other point guards. I mean, Carter, they're not going to play him. I'm not sure who Camelora is. I don't. I mean, I still expect Jones to be the better play. So Jones is a good spot. Like I said, if Williams starts, you can put him in there, but Bazulius is definitely the better option on paper. And then we got Phillips as well. And you got some of these young kids. You got Noah coming in. He's another guy that could get you 20 plus minutes, and no one's really going to know who he is at $3,100. So there's just a lot of options here for Cleveland. I mean, sorry, for Chicago on the cheap side. Vuk at 7-3, I don't mind paying up for him since, there's not a lot of crazy good payups today. So yeah, if I had to pick, I'm going to go Giddey, Vukovic, Trey Jones in some of my GPP tournaments. I do like Vazulius, more of a cash game play, and I do expect him to get some minutes. Like I said, you got Williams, you got Noah. Expect him to get some minutes, and then obviously you got Phillips. We just saw how many minutes he got last time out, but he got Noah in front of him. So it should be interesting at the power forward position, but everyone should split and have decent amount of minutes. All right, let's go check out the Cavs. And like I said, the Cavs did they really just limit their starters quite a bit. Check it out here. Even though they just let me see, yeah, so they did play the bowl, so it's basically just a rematch of last year for Game One. But yeah, as you see here for Cavs, most of their starters played 19 minutes, right on the dot, 19 minutes. So mostly the first half, and that's it. Even their bench players really didn't play a ton of minutes, so I don't see a lot of edge. And like I said, it's a two gamer, so it's going to be one of those things on FanDuel. Mobley, Allen, Mitchell, they're going to be your main people you're going to want because of the usage rate. Over here on DraftKings, you're still going to want those guys, but you're not going to be able to get them all because they're expensive. So, who are you going to want? Me personally, I like Mobley out of the bunch, out of Allen and Mitchell. And the reason why I say that is I'm just not too afraid of Chicago's defense with Bazulius and Williams and Vooch getting a little older, and even limited minutes. We even saw last year. Like I said, they played almost the same Chicago squad. Mobley had 19 points, 6 rebounds. Allen had 7 points, 6 rebounds. Mobley's usage rate is going to be higher, and then you got Mitchell even did half decent as well. So, but yeah, Mobley's probably my favorite from this one, then Mitchell, and then Allen if you had to pick from the bigger guys. I'm not really feeling too many of these cheaper guys. Like I said, uh, Craig Porter Jr. could be an interesting option with Garland being out. If Ball starts, Porter might get 17, 18 minutes off the bench. I just don't know if that's going to be enough for him. Porter, yeah, he played 12 minutes off the bench last time, 2, 5, and 3. So not much really going on on the Cleveland side there. Let's go look at Indiana and Minnesota. So the thing that you're going to learn with these teams is these first couple teams, they really do not push their players' minutes, especially the Pacers. So let's go check them out. All right, we go down to the Pacers and their starters. Yeah, about 16 minutes all across the board last year for Game One. Even the younger kids, like Neesmith and Wiseman, and even their bench players. A couple of them play 20 minutes. Benedict Mathurin, he's probably going to start. Ben Shepherd, Obi Toppin. Um, so yeah, not a lot going on with the starters. I'm probably going to fade the starters in this one. I'm just intrigued to see who the starters are going to be. I just don't know who's really going to come off this bench and do anything. I know Bradley's fighting for a position. Jackson could be doubtful in this one. Wiseman may not play. So, I mean, if Jackson and Wiseman don't play, obviously Bradley and Huff, guys like that come into play. Um, if Jackson's out, Wiseman's in, then Wiseman's worth a look at 3,200. Those guys, they're just really, really cheap. So, just got to need to know the injury news there. So, um, but yeah, I mean, if Wiseman starts, then I like, and Jackson's out, and Bradley comes off the bench. I really don't mind Bradley coming off the bench. Even in 16 minutes, he could be slightly productive. I mean, PJ Hall, we saw how he was yesterday, right? I told you guys about him. I don't know if you guys picked him, but in limited minutes, he still had 17 fantasy points. So, all right, so Indiana really doesn't have a lot to offer us. Moving on to Minnesota, our last team. Do we have any hope for these guys? There's a little bit of hope, a little bit. Um, so, like I said, in game one, some of the starters for Minnesota did sit out, and they did the same exact thing that they did last year. In this game here against the Lakers, they sat out their main guys, Conley, Randall, and guys like that, and Edwards. And then in game two, which is obviously today, they played their starters. So I'm expecting their starters to play here. And if you look, their starters actually played a couple minutes into the second half. So besides Mike Conley, but that's because he's 35 years old. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, even Edwards, not playing the day, but the game before, he still got 24 minutes. So I expect them to play pretty good. I expect Rudy Gobert, if he plays here, probably to play a little bit less, probably maybe 18 to 20 minutes, a couple less minutes. Naz Reid, expect him to come off the bench, but I still think he's a good play to get at least 20 minutes off the bench. So yeah, so I'm looking at Naz Reid. I think Rudy's okay, but I think he's going to get a little less minutes just because he's older, kind of like Mike Conley, not as old, but and then like so you got Naz Reid. If for some reason Rudy Gobert's out, you got Joan here as well, another solid option. Let's go look at the power forward position. If Randall plays, like I said, if Randall and Edwards, if these guys are in, they're almost a lock for me because there's not a lot of minutes. And if they're going to get the highest minutes of the slate, why not play them? So probably like a 2-3 stack of Minnesota, a couple guys from that Chicago side, and then maybe a couple from Cleveland. It's kind of what I'm looking at so far. Like I said, you got McDaniels at 54. He's really cheap. Edwards ain't cheap, but he's gonna have to be in your lineup. If Conley's out or something, maybe you can put in bonus Highland, but I expect Conley to play. But Highland could be a tournament option, same as Dillingham as well. All right, so let's just kind of pick and choose. So I really like Edwards. I think he's going to be your main option. So see if we can save some money down here. Tyson could be worth a look for Cleveland. If he gets the start, I mean, shoot, he's only 5,200. I mean, Desamnu, I know he's not the greatest, but um, if Desamnu starts at 52, I think only on DK, I think that's a salary saver. I don't really see anyone else in this range that you can really go to. I mean, like I said, Nimbar and Matherin are going to be limited. You got Dante probably going to be limited. Um, Lonzo's probably going to be slightly limited. You got Mitchell; he's going to be limited. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, you got Desamnu at 52. It's not the greatest, but that's kind of what we're looking at. You got McDaniels at 54. And like I said, you got Basilius, Naz, Reid. I really like Randall if you have the money for him and if he plays, but Basilius and Naz Reid are in really good spots, and I don't mind pairing Reid and Randall. I know correlation thing, but I'm not too worried about it in this one. And then we got about what 5,700. And like I said, this is where it comes into play with Indiana, the one person I might have. Like I said, it depends on what's going on with Wiseman and Jackson. Um, it's participating, so Wiseman could play, but like I said, if Jackson's out, I still don't mind Bradley. But if Wiseman does play, you can look at him. But even last year, he played 16 minutes, as we saw. So I'm leaning towards Bradley if you had to pick, and then you got Huff as well, maybe. But um, let's go Naz Reid. Then you got 56. Dillingham at 33 is not too bad of an option. As I mentioned with Jones and Craig Porter, really intrigued by Trey Jones at 3,600. And then you got Giddy up there as well, and then Zulius, and yeah, so got 3 spots left for you guys. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video. That's kind of a layout that we're looking at. I really don't mind this slate. I think there's some really good edge, especially on DraftKings with this pricing. That's one thing I wish Fanduel would do in the preseason, but they don't. They just leave everybody the same price almost. But anyway, that's what we got going on. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. I appreciate it. And also hit that subscribe button. Like I said, we're only 10 away from 5,100. So if you guys could help us out and be one of those that gets us closer, that would be awesome. And like I said, we got premium, $5. That's it. $15 for the rest of the NBA preseason. Our Twitter will be in the comment section below. Click that link, take you right to our Twitter. Follow us, message us. We'll get you guys set up today. If you do not have Twitter, like I said, we have our email in the comment section below as well. Copy that email, send us a message, and like I said, we will get you guys all set up. And we are really excited for today and the rest of the NBA season as well. So, um, but I think that's all that I got for you guys. So once again, thank you for watching. And like I said, here's our Twitter, KNA Mafia, and we'll see you guys in the next one.